So getting set to go, Shelby Bosey on the inside of row number 1, getting ready to kick this big as roll off down the front stretch, which is on the opposite side of the racetrack. Green flag comes out, and away they go. Oh, I'm going to have a hard time getting used to this. We'll shuffle them down into the corner, working kind of towards the bottom of the track. Maybe, maybe not, as we got a big charge out of team as Thomas Mesrall in the 7X car into the number 5 spot. Hustles hard. He pulls into the group. Meanwhile, up front, it's going to be Bosey showing away the 3B car on the point, working down tight to the tires on the entrance into turn number 1, and down the back straightaway past us. Big, high, wide, and handsome for Tucker Klossmeyer, the 27 car, trying to grab some gravity. Coming down off the bank, who come to call on Tanner Thorson to run second on the field, the 98 car. Meanwhile, here comes Thomas Mesrall again, charged 3 wide for the number 3 spot. Put Timez into P3 on the field. He'll sweep out towards the corner. Klossmeyer trying to run him back down. Not going to happen to Mesrall. Is hot to trot tonight in the 7X car. Goes to work on Tanner Thorson. Thorson going to get his pocket picked into turn number 3 and 4. Maybe ran out of real estate as Thorson kept him out wide. Now here comes the charge out of the 7X car down low. Slide job, drive job. Maybe out across the racetrack. Thorson shuffle back a spot. Seavey trying to capitalize on that daylight down the inside. Couldn't quite make it happen. Follows back a little 3 wide stair-step formation for the number 2 spot. And now Thorson able to battle out of that one and onto the back straightaway. Bosey, still up front. Shelby showing away with 2 to go. This next time by the starter stand. The Sherman, Illinois runner. Meanwhile, battle for the number 4 spot. Hot and heavy is Klossmeyer trying to dig a hole down on the inside. Maybe battle past Seavey to 67, who's falling back through. Now here comes Dom on the charge. Zach Dom is up front, missed it. I didn't see it till it happened too late, and holy smokes, Thomas Mesrall, the short slider on the entrance on Bosey in the 3B car, had a massive charge down the front straightaway. Checkered flag comes out and put that one into the books. Where did he find that speed at the end of the straightaway? I have no idea. I think he just didn't touch the binders. Mesrall picking up that win Sunday night, Sun Prairie. Holy smoke-a-rama. He had started back in the number 6 spot. Going to pick up the win right there. Bosey goes second on the field. Tanner Thorson, Donnie Acar will be third. Zach Dom and Logan Seavey your top 5. But Thomas Mesrall came to play ball. As he slides down into the infield, we're going to have a little interviews. We'll send her down towards Haley.
I have our heat race winner down here with me in victory lane. Timez, what a show you put on out there in that heat race. Talk to me about that pass for the win and just how good is this car hooked up tonight for you?
Well, you know, midget racing is all about momentum, and everybody was dancing around on the bottom, so it was just like slinging up top, you know, just excited to drive past some Toyotas, to be honest.
Thomas Mesrall, looking forward to see what he can do later on in the show tonight, guys.
There you have it. From Timez. You just toss them out of your cup because you don't want to ride out with food in your hand. So set to go. Sam Johnson down the inside. Carrick to the outside. Gas him up. Cut him loose. Green flag comes out. We're underway. 8 laps of distance here. So we'll shuffle him hard. McIntosh got snapped around. Chicken whipped into the tail of the field for the 08 car. And he's off the pace. We'll see if he pulls her down the infield. Something broke on the 08 of McIntosh. He'll get her in the infield. We'll stay green out there as we'll touch tires up front. Carrick runs her deep down into turn number 1. Gasses that maybe across the nose and clips the whiskers of Sam Johnson, 72. And here comes the 17. Not a surprise. See Sunshine digging the ball and scratching and clawing around the bottom of the racetrack into the number 2 spot as he'll go in hot pursuit of Tanner Carrick. Carrick up high, little Stanton SR11X down on the inside. Be underneath the hood of the 17 BC car. Sunshine, Tyler Courtney. They're going to duke it out side by side, wheel to wheel. Out of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Back behind Sam Johnson into number 3 spot. Battle for 4th on the field. Here comes Tyler Thomas in the 91T. As Thomas firing from deep in the field. Goes to P4, rocks that maybe sideways, scratches the dirt as he sprigs his way down into the number 4 spot, trying to run down Sam Johnson into number 3. Meanwhile, up front, Sunshine comes to call on Carrick for the number 1 spot. Pulled up alongside and said, how you doing? Down the back straightaway. Front stretch, he's going to run her down into turn number 3 and 4. See a Sam Johnson just huffed the power plant on his down the back straightaway. Sunshine goes to the point. Carrick into the number 2 spot. Tyler Thomas now 3rd on the field. Behind him, the 97K car, Jesse Love. Sam Johnson pulls to the infield, wafting smoke out of the pipe on the left-hand side of that hot rod. Tough break for him. White flag's going to come out up front for Sunshine. Tyler Courtney down the back straightaway for the final trip around Fairbury. And the 17 BC car starting to lay a little bit of gap between himself and Tanner Carrick running 2nd on the field. Tyler Thomas not able to run down the top 3, but he able to make his way up into 3rd. We should say that. There's checkered flag. We'll call that one a done deal. Battles for not last coming out turn number 4. So Tyler Courtney picks up the win. Tanner Carrick, Tyler Thomas, your top three. Jesse Colwell, Jesse Love, Maria Kofer, David Canfield, Sam Johnson, and Cannon McIntosh, your top 9. Sam Johnson hopefully able to make repairs, as is Cannon McIntosh. Both of them stranded down the infield with mechanical woes. So we'll send her down towards Haley and see what happens this time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
it's crapshoot.
Also Marshall Racing, NOS Energy, CSI Shock, Schoenfeld Headers, Stanton SR11 Powered Spike, your winner of heat race number 2 out of Indianapolis, Tyler Courtney. And we're sending it down to Haley.
Thanks, guys. Sunshine, Tyler Courtney, so good to see you out here in POWRi Lucas Oil National Midget League competition. You got it done here in this heat race. Tell us, are you feeling as good as you in this car looking tonight?
Yeah, no, just trying a couple things tonight for when we go back to USAC racing. Had a rare kind of off weekend with no sprint car racing, and we don't run POWRi very often, but you know, it's always fun to come back and get to do it. And you know, we got a really good NOS Energy drink, Spike, stand SR11 tonight, and hopefully get us enough points there in the heat race. Starting up front kind of sucks when it's passing points. So you know, hopefully it puts us in the first few rows to kind of keep us up front for the feature.
Well, off to a great start tonight for Tyler Courtney in the NOS Energy Drink Clausen Marshall Racing team. We're going to send it back upstairs and on to heat race number 3.
Holly Holland, Devin Camfield, Austin Odell, Zeb Wise, Andrew Laser. Tighten up, down into the corner, gas them, cut them loose. 4 cylinders of fury down into turn number 1 and 2, and I'm watching the outside. Zeb Wise had a game plan. Look at the 39 BC car. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars picked off. Here comes Zeb. He's headed towards the front. Clausen Marshall ride. Gassed up and hammered down. Goes P3 on the field for the 39 BC. Got to go where they ain't nobody up top where Zeb Wise is. Running number 2 on the field, Robert Dalby and C.J. Leary sitting ducks for Zeb Wise as Wise keeps that baby gassed up, working that cushion out of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Trying to run him down for Zeb. Can he get the job done and get all the way to the front? I don't know. 67 car Holly Holland's right there with him, keeping him company down the inside. The Sirius XM ride follows along as now the memo's been given. Zeb Wise comes down low on the racetrack. He's going to try to drive his way into the number 2 spots. He'll pick off the 21KS and C.J. Leary. P2 for Zeb Wise. A little slip of the grip. Leary able to hang tight with him. Here comes Holly Holland working on the 21KS car deep down into the corner. Holly going to take one away from him. Just brute force, and the 67K car goes into the number 3 spot. That'll force Leary up high. Meanwhile, up front, Robert Dalby still showing the way. He's got himself a nice little, it's called a 5-car length advantage over Zeb Wise in the 39 BC car. They'll bring it around, be lap number next, 2 to go. Next time by the starter stand, top 4 singled out, went fence post formation back behind them. Rolling and strolling Andrew Laser from the tail of the field into the number 5 spot. Not too shabby for the Collegeville, Pennsylvania runner. He's working the middle of the racetrack, right there, kind of sort in the field, if you would say. Not sure exactly what you call it. White flags out up front for Robert Dalby. Dalby shall not be denied in this heat race number 3. Looking to pick up the win and go to the victory lane for a chat with Haley. Wise still hanging on to the number 2 spot. Checkered flag comes out, and that one goes into the books. Holly Holland rounds out the top 3 from the number 5 starting spot for Holly Holland.
Thanks, guys. Our West Coast runner, Robert Dalby, joining me here in victory lane, coming off the heat race win. Robert, you had a very comfortable lead out there. You got out front. You were able to stretch your legs a little bit, but still, you were not really setting it in cruise control, and you didn't give these guys any chances.
Nah, these guys are really, really good, so we're just trying to get comfortable in this thing. Obviously, we were hot lap staying quick. Just Tuggerboat Motorsports, Chad Boat, these guys, it's a hell of a race car, so I'm just trying to make no mistakes, clean laps, and keep my nose clean.
Off to a very good start here, Robert Dalby. You know, I was talking to him earlier this year in Illinois Speedway. He said he came to the Midwest here to get better and improve, and he's off to a very, very good start here. Let's see what he can do later on tonight, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, you wanted the best, forget the rest. You got the cars and the driving stars of the POWRi Lucas Oil National Midget League.
Teamez on row number 1. Teamez sitting down to the inside, Wise to the outside. The pace will pick up. The field tightens up. Green flag's going to come out, and we're back underway. Ooh, a little hop there from row number 2. Maybe we're going to let her fly down into the corner, and it's going to be a tight one again. Again, scattered out 3 wide, crossover move, and here comes a run down the inside out of Zeb Wise. Wants to be captain of the ship, so he'll drive out across, out of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Got the P1 spot, and we got him around 3 cars. Caught up down turn number 3 and 4. Caution flag comes out. We may have scored that one into the books. We'll find out. Go to green, I should say. Still 30 laps remaining of this feature event here for the POWRi Lucas Oil National Midget League. As Wise last time crossed over down the inside of Team Ez. He'll be ready for that this time. Called a hunch. Green comes out and away we go. Good start up front, side by side. Team Ez, big charge down into the corner. Is going to slide up to the cushion. Wise looking for the crossover. Almost out of 3 wide. 17 BC of Sunshine's right there. Tyler Courtney working the limp out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Pulls alongside, got some company down the inside. Good running up through the field. Holy smokes, I saw somebody thread behind the needle at the tail of the field. Juiced up and hammered down. I believe that might have been Tanner Thorson back there blazing around. Up front, your race, there's going to be Zeb Wise. Wise looking for a win here in the POWRi ranks as he rolls down the back chute and into turn number 3 and 4. Team Ez follows in the footsteps out the inside. 71 to Jesse Colwell, current points leader of the POWRi series. Digging low, looking for that number 2 spot. He's going to try to get around Team Ez. Can't quite get there. Team Ez gets around the outside. 7X car back into the number 2 position. Back behind Tanner Carrick. 71K car down in, tucked to the tires. Turn number 3 and 4. We're still scattered. Back at the tail of the field, all across. 3 wide racing taking place deep, deep, deep. Back behind. As Sunshine continues to work the lip, hearing banging off the chip down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Got her right against the rev limiter. And there's that little beautiful run of cars, that formation coming out turn number 4 and down the front chute. Into the corner they go, trying to hustle it up through. Some fast cars kind of mired back in the back. As Thorson finally able to break free and gets a little free air in front of him, may be able to run down those cars up a bit. 98 car currently scored 11th on the field. We'll see here who winds up when this one's all said and done. I'll tell you this, though, 39 BC, Zeb Wise has got him covered. He's pulling on him. He's got a half a straightaway advantage over the rest of the field. Second for now, Thomas Mesrall. He's got a little cushion to comfort back to the number 3 spot, which is Sunshine, Tyler Courtney. Then you got the 71 to Colwell, Tanner Carrick rounding out those top 5. Zach Dahm just outside the top 5 in the 5D car. He's also humping hub out of turn number 4 and down the back, or front straightaway. As he keeps it low on the racing surface, trying to bring that lane in or keep it there by himself. 67 follows along behind. That's Holly Holland. And to 67, now the caution flag coming out for a spinner down in the corner. Shelby Bosey, unfortunately, around in the 3B car. Finds himself facing in oncoming traffic. Will bring out the caution flag and stacks back up. And I believe that's a big rooster back here. That thing looked like he'd whip some honey. Came here to eat corn and kick butt, and it's all out of corn. Green flag comes out. Wise says bye-bye by 4 car lengths down into turn number 1 and 2. And a big move out of Sunshine on Team Ez. Team Ez trying to come back down to the inside. Courtney had it for a little bit. Team Ez will shut the lane down, work in the middle of the racetrack. The 7X car. Courtney's going to try to out-drag racing, coming out at 4 and down the front chute. Powers his way into the number 2 spot. Sunshine tries to hold off Team Ez. Team Ez can't get a run on him. Battle now will fall back into the number 4 spot. It's going to be Colwell in the 71 car and Carrick in the 71K car. Nip and tuck out turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Holly Holland finds herself under a little bit of company as well. As here comes Tanner Thorson in the 98 car. I knew he'd be coming to life. Thorson picked off a twofer and goes down to the inside. Turn number 3 and 4 and onto the front straightaway for the number 98 cars. Worked his way up to 7th already for the former national champ. Still gassing around. Hot pursuit. She goes to the top shelf for most of the cars, or a lot of the cars, I should say. Those top 4 are slinging around there. Tossing the sod out into the stands for sure for Tyler Courtney. Here comes Sunshine down on the inside. Making a run on Zeb Wise. Wise was able to hold him off on that attack, but Sunshine's definitely setting him up for something. Teammates set to go tooth and nail for that number 1 position. Wise quick on the top side. Sunshine follows in the footsteps that time. Watch this. He's rolled within about 2 car lengths. With the 17 BC car, here comes down to the inside. Slide job out across the racetrack. Wise says, nay, nay, not today. And hangs on to that number 1 spot. Courtney will have to reel him back in again. Mesrall watching on for P3 on the field. Then you got a bit of a gap back to the battle between the 71 cars for 4th and 5th respectively. Still good racing back behind. 3 wide out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Forget about that for now as we're going to watch This run down into the corner, it's the 5 of Dom down on the inside. Tanner Thorson working on it. Continues to work to the outside of the 5D car. They are side by side and wheel to wheel. And look at a slide job through the eye of the needle. Beautiful move down into turn number 3 and 4 for the number 67 car. Right through there went Logan Seavey. Seavey trying to do a little bit of battle. Your race leader, Zeb Wise, hustling for all he's worth. Rockets his way down into the corner. Trying to keep that distance between himself and Sunshine Tyler Courtney. Courtney can't get back to him. Trails by about 5 car lengths as they're working into lap traffic. Slowing down the inside might be Newman looking to pull off as a caution flag comes out. And I think that might have been for a little contact and chaos out of turn number 4, just behind the porta potty. Newman was able to drive away from it. I believe he was engaged in that. Here we go. Zeb Wise not going to drive away from Sunshine this time. We're rolling down into the corner. Big charge out the inside for Colwell. Looking on one on Team-Ez. Team-Ez right back at him after he had her pointed into the wall. That was an abrupt change of direction for the 7X car of Thomas Mesereau. How he got that thing out of the cushion, I have no idea, because I think he's going to lawn dart his way right into the wall. Meanwhile, down on the inside, here comes Carrick in the 71K car, and Holland slips through. Holly Holland able to get into the number 4 position. 67K car goes out to the wall, gasses that baby up, tries to leave the boys behind. Right back at her comes Colwell, $71. Slide job, Holland right back through 3 wide for the number 4 spot. Top 3 is singled out. Forget about them. The battle was for 4th on the field. Holly Holland can't hang on to it. Colwell, shot into short for the 71. Came up and blazed up the tail feathers of Colwell. Colwell drives away from it, and Holly Holland almost put her into the wall. Meanwhile, Dom is down on the inside, just digging his way around her. Says, you guys just keep making it happen. I'll keep picking you off. The 5D car moves into the number 5 spot, that time down the front straightaway. Colwell trying to separate, the 71's got her gassed in that number 4 spot, goes to the cushion, and romps his way down the front chute with Holly Holland in tow in the 67K car. Meanwhile, up front, here comes Sunshine. He is reeled in your race leader. And a 39 BC car, Zeb Wise, the 17 BC of Tyler Courtney is right there. Sunshine trails by 2 or 3 car lengths. We got to slow it down the inside. Newman able to make her into the infield. Slide job, missed it, caution flag. One stop down here in turn number 3 and 4, and unfortunately it's Mesereau embedded in the top side of the racetrack like we anticipated earlier on. He got away with it a couple times, and then it finally grabbed him and sucked him in like a snowdrift and brings out the caution flag just as Sunshine was laying a slider on Zeb Wise as we got 6 laps remaining. Weekend, Mesereau with us. Zeb Wise back to the whip. Definitely like crack the whip there at tail of the field. Down on the inside, here comes Zach Dom right back to the tires in the 5D car. Sunshine gave up just enough distance. It's going to take him about 3 or 4 laps to run down Zeb Wise and maybe take a run at the race lead as Holly Shelton. Sorry about that. Good grief. 67 Logan Seavey. Had too many 67s right there. He's got himself into the number 3 spot with a little move down into the corner and that 4-car battle taking place for 3rd, 4th, and 5th on the field. Tanner Thorson arrives in that mix as well. The 98 car kind of slid his way through the middle of the racetrack across the nose of Robert Dalby, the 88. There's a big battle taking place for 3rd, 4th, and 5th on the field. A little contact down the inside. They'll shrug it off and power on it. Colwell got the raw end of that. He'll be pushed back a couple of spots. Tucker Klossmeyer coming from the tail of the field. Remember him? Yeah. He has raced his way up into the mix as caution flag comes out for a spinner right in the middle of the racetrack. But Klossmeyer, the number 27 car, scored 7th on the field. And if I'm not mistaken, he started darn near towards the tail. Where did he start? Yeah, started 17th. So scored 7th. He's picked up. Green flag set to come back out. 3 laps remain. Can Zeb Wise hang on and pick up a POWRi win here at Fairbury? We're going to find out. Spun the tires a little bit. Whenever he gassed that baby loose, here comes Sunshine down on the inside. It's going to keep him company out of turn number 2. Onto the back straightaway. Big charge for Seavey. Seavey down on the inside. Slide job on Sunshine. Sunshine trying to drop the nose on it, grab some gravity down the front straightaways. They bring it across 2 laps to go, or should be 2 laps to go here pretty soon. So my timing and scoring may have quit working on me. We'll watch the flagman on the other side of the racetrack as Wise leads them around. Battle back behind, Dom down low, Tanner Thorson working the middle of the racetrack. The battle between the 5D and the 98 car respectively. As a slide job for the number 3 spot. Sunshine from the bottom to the top is going to give it right back to the 67 to Logan Seavey. Couldn't keep it away from him. Checkered flag comes out, put that one into the book. Zeb Wise picks up the win. Holy smokes, a 3-lap run, and he got him by almost a straightaway into the 39 BC car. Back behind is going to be Logan Seavey finishing out second on the field. Tyler Courtney, his teammate, the Clausen Marshall 17 BC, finishes third. And Tanner Thorson, Zach Dom, your top 5. Robert Dalby is 6th. Tucker Klossmeyer all the way up to 7th. From 17th, Jesse Colwell finishes out 8th. Tanner Carrick and Cannon McIntosh in the 0-8 after the misfortune earlier will round out your top 10. But Zeb Wise picks up a win, and that dude is hot there. Well, he's hotter than a $2 pistol.
Zeb Wise, congratulations on the big win here. Now, we were talking earlier, and you said your strategy was to rip the top, but you were going to readjust seeing what everyone else is doing out there and just how much company they were giving you. How much were you having to readjust out there when you saw your teammate Tyler Courtney keeping you honest?
Yeah, he kept he tried to slide me a few times. I know once you break momentum here, it's tough to get it back. So I tried to stay pretty keen to the top side, not make any mistakes, and we got it done.
And now a couple of quick times, a track record, and many other successes out east. Now, just adding to that recent hot streak that you're on here, how good does this win feel?
Yeah, the Driven to Save Lives $7 39 BC. We kind of hit on something out there in PA, and it's kind of carried over, obviously, to tonight. If we can continue it through the week.
Who would you like to thank?
Yeah, Driven to Save Lives, $7 Restoration, CSI Shocks, Stanton Engine, Spike Chassis, all my guys, Tim, Rizzy, Frenchie, Adam, all those guys back there worked their butt off for me week in and week out, and can't thank them enough.
Let's get loud for your Mesilla Valley Transportation A-Main winner, Zeb Wise. And I have here our second place finisher, Logan Seavey. You know, you said you had a rough couple of weeks here. You were able to turn things around tonight, but even regardless, after a couple of rough weeks, you said you were not too worried about having to start P14. You worked your way up. How good does this one feel?
It feels good. You know, this is definitely the type of track I like and the type of tracks our race cars are really good at. So, I feel like anytime the tracks like this where we got the cars to beat, and, this is kind of my job to, put it up front. So, just didn't put the whole night together. Had to start 14th, and, I still think we were good enough to win, but I just kind of I ran into my back of my teammate there and got some front end damage, and just kind of messes with your head when you got a lot of damage on the front end. So, definitely slowed us down a little bit there at the end, trying to catch Zeb, but like I said, it just took too long. By the time we got there, there was 2 to go, and that was all we had. So hats off to Zeb. He did a good job all night. Like I said, these cars are just the best in the tracks like this, and I just love driving them.
And who would you like to thank for this podium finish tonight?
All the guys that, KKM, Pete, Keith, Connor, everybody that works hard back at the shop and here at the racetrack, TRD, Mobile One, everybody that supports us, just getting us up and down the road, and just believing in me.
P2 tonight here in Fairbury is Logan Seavey. Tyler Courtney, business as usual, a podium finish for you in the National Midget. Congratulations on this run. Now, I know you said you were going to experiment and try some things around with the car tonight, and you had a very, very strong here, able to come across with a second place finish. Give us a reaction to that performance.
Yeah, we were all right, just not as good as up there on the top. So I could have waited a couple more laps, but I knew I was just going to keep falling around the top, so I figured I had to try something on the restart and just didn't quite get there. So no solid night for us. Congrats to Zeb and our Clausen Marshall team. I think we've been on a little bit of a roll here lately, so we just got to keep it going, and hopefully we can figure some more stuff out here the next couple of nights to kind of keep improving on what we got. And we got great support behind us, NOS Energy Drink and Spike and Stan with the SR11. So I had fun here being at Fairbury. I watched a lot of late model modified races here on TV, so it's cool to get to race here. And good night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Congratulations, Tyler Courtney. Let's get loud for Logan Seavey, Tyler Courtney, and tonight's main event winner, Zeb Wise. Guys.